Hi everybody, welcome back to Thaumaturge with me, Sid, and it turns out that what I need to do to get the primal pearl, well, we kind of figured it just wasn't 100% clear how we got back to how we got to the outer lands. What we need to do is pickle my brain, which is going to be fun. There is I need to, I can't remember which button did I put that on there. Horizontal, vertical, toggle. Oh, hang on, no, that's not right. There we go, toggle. Yeah, so we need to make the the brain scanner. So we need a thermometer. I've made that. We also need mirrored glass. That's easily done. We just need a bit of. We'll take one of you and one of you, and we can pop you in there, and then we'll have mirrored glass. We need a zombie brain, which I'm sure if I look around I will have one somewhere. Yep, there. So mirrored glass, zombie brain, that, and then we need a recipe, no, a use, bang bang, morphic resonator, which is 2 brass plates, 2 things, and things. Have we got 2 brass plates? No. I have, however, got brass ingots, and I think brass plates were they something stupid like? No. Alright. There is an obvious thing, is there? It's, why would I think it was? I mean, it's obvious when you think about it. 2 brass plates, a tainted shard, and 2 of those. And that should give us I think that's right. If it's not, then it's the other way around. There you go. 1 morphic resonator. We can pop the brass plate away. So that's everything we need out of the in the materials. What we also need is to go and just double check out. I don't know why it is with gas. I always panic a little bit when when I hear them, because I'm like, oh, is that inside with me? Let's have a look. We need 8 Alianus, 24 Cognito, 24 Census. Alianus. Oh, we haven't got. Damn it. Hang on, we can use that, can't we? No? No, we can't. Okay. We obviously need, therefore, to stick our goggles on, which is bizarre. Okay, there you go. So we definitely got plenty of it. We've got 51. We should have plenty of Cognito. Yes, and Census. Yes, we are good across the board. So we are going to get you, and you will go in the middle, and then we'll have, what was it, you, you, and you. This is pretty unstable, but it should be fine. Need my wand, and no, that's not what I wanted. Why did I do that? It's been a while. Oh, there we go, and that should start pulling through from there. These things are brilliant. I'm really chuffed with the way that I've got this room working, even though realistically I have not really used it anywhere near as much as I would have done. I'm really looking forward to Thaumcraft 6, because I think Thaumcraft 5 has got some differences. Right, my warp is not very high. Now here is the thing. There's very little left. I mean, I've got plenty of stuff over here that we can play around with that is warp inducing. So we can go down these forbidden knowledge. That's dangerous level, so we could try that. Scythe of the white-eyed one, but how would we do that? Well, I suppose we could. The other thing we could do is eat zombie brains. Would be the other way. Have we got a? Well, if we were hungry, damn it. Right, we'll have to do it. I'm going to have a look at this one now. This is potentia. We've got potentia. We've got air in that. We've got pedito. That's Pedito and air, if I remember rightly, makes vacuous. It does. So we can come out of there, and then we can go with Pedito. Peditio. Anyway, I'm going to sit there and try and unravel this one, see if I can get myself some more warp. And apparently we should have an Eldritch Epiphany at some point, which is exactly the same as it was in Thaumcraft 4. So why I expected it would be different, I really don't know. So back in a little while. Much easier than we thought. Alright, so let us just have a quick peek at our brain again. We are just under... We look at against the thing, we're just under that little bar. We gained some warp, and ooh, that took us up a wee bit. Don't know whether it's enough. What we need to do is get hungry, don't we? I think, and maybe get some zombie brains and munch on those, which is a bit of a pain, but yeah, that's one way of doing it. What was that thing we just researched anyway? We researched a scythe. You've seen this thing in your nightmares, possessed by its image, you've made an exact copy, it feels unreal, the thing does not belong in this world, blah blah blah. Nether star, 2 buckets of liquid death, staff core of the primal, a void hoe, wow, and you do what, 14.5 damage with a 50% plus 50% speed. Very tempted, you know. We haven't got the stuff, half the stuff we need for that yet, but that's research. That's not going to get me any warp. That might get me some warp. None of that's going to get warp. None of that's going to get warp. None of this is warpy. See, here's the problem. There's very little left. There's warpy. That's forbidden. But we're miles off. That's forbidden. But we're missing that, and that's all node manipulation anyway, which would be interesting, all of this stuff. Crying obsidian we could do, never implemented. Alright, what did you actually do then? I'm curious now. We're going Spiritus, Motus, and Victus. Now Victus is that, so bang, bang, bang. That brings us out with Victus. Motus is Auto and Air. Oh, damn it. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, well, I'll bring this together again, back in a moment. There we go, relatively easy. A bit more warp, which is not enough to really push us up there. We've not had any warp effects really, have we though? I hope there's none of this is broken. What do you do? Crying obsidian. You should have Thaumaturge die, it will reappear next to the bed you last slept on. However, beds are unreliable, they can be blown. Alright, so it's bed obsidian. It's bed obsidian. That's pretty much what it is. Oh, so it's just that lot and a load of that to make ancient versions. Cool. Right, well, this is definitely not getting me anywhere. I'm going to run around like an idiot and then eat zombie brains and see how that helps. Because again, temporary warp would actually be better anyway. So if I hurt myself, would that help? Whee! Not really hurting myself, am I? Alright, I need to get some hunger. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, gained a little bit of hunger. If we look there, we are just pixel, maybe, above there. Temporary warp. How did that go up? It went up by maybe a pixel, but the problem is I'm now no longer hungry. I need to do something to get warp. I suppose I could try making something that has warping. That's one thing we could go with. I could grab a whole load of zombie brains. This warp malarkey is a bit more difficult than you think, isn't it, really? Right, I'm going to go and see how many zombie brains I've got, and then I'm going to run around like an idiot and try and take damage or whatever. And we've got 20 zombie brains. Is that all? That's very, very surprisingly low. Whee! Let's go and have a look in here. I mean, we can always go around and kill zombies as well, I suppose. I'm fairly certain I ought to double check my my settings as well, just to make sure that I've not turned off warp, because given, does warp accrue when warp is turned off? That is a question. I don't know the answer, by the way, to that question. I'm just kind of posing it. I'm going to double check my settings. I am going to run around like an idiot and try and accrue more temporary warp. And I'll check the settings, and yeah, that should be a good start. So yeah, that'll do, I think. Back in a bit. Whee! I think I've just encountered a bunch of people's, which is good, because I actually want to get my hunger up, and the best one way of doing that is to, yeah, YouTube, come on, you, stop it, stop it. Right. Well, we got a HUD. Yeah, I suppose if I put that on, does that increase my warp at all over time? I don't know whether that would make a difference or not. I don't really need any more of those. Anyway, we are nice and hungry, so what's that pink one? The little light pink one. I mean, it's definitely new. Alright, well, I'm going to leave the HUD on for a little while. I'm going to go running around like an idiot for a little while, and, you know, gaining hunger and gaining warp. It occurred to me that if I can find what oh, well, there's a bit more. Is that temporary warp then, the pink, little light pink one. Alright, I'm basically going to pickle my brain until I'm through crazy, like batshit crazy, and that's all we can do. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I'm running around like an idiot and explore a little bit as well. You know, got nothing else to do other than explore a little bit. I want to go and have a look at that warp area actually, and I probably should have got more of these as well. I don't know. We'll see how we go, but back in a little while. We're getting close. I've just discovered taint out here, which is interesting. It wasn't here before, but yeah, so cool. Desert taint, you know, somewhere there's a taint node of some description, but we are 2/3 batshit crazy. I've been fighting every angry mob that I can find, really. I could do with some more brains as well, so if you're going to drop a few, that would be handy, please, sir. Yeah, so at this stage I am just desperately trying to get the taint and hoping that research is gonna pop up. I don't want you haven't got brains. If I only had a brain, oh, I would while away the hours conversing with the villagers. No, stop it. I said I promised I would. I did promise. I know I promised I would never sing. And it's so easy to forget, you know. There we go. There's my proper. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil, and wow. He had a fair old bounce on him. But this is, we're going back to our early doors when we set ourselves up. Oh, hello. witches. No threats. Anyway, yeah, we're getting there. We are certainly losing our brain. But oh, hello. He wasn't very creepy, was he? He was definitely not as creepy as some creepy things. Where is there any tentacles? Tentacle. Oh, well, we'll have him. Yeah, anyway, I'm just trying desperately to develop psychological problems right now. More so than usual. Tentacle! Yay! They are here. Cool. I like tentacles. They're one of my all-time favourite Thaumcraft mobs. Taint Swarm, one of my all-time favourite, not favourite Thaumcraft mobs. But we're waiting. Just waiting for a revelation. Now, I don't know whether we need to do anything else to get a revelation. We need to get a certain level of warp, I believe. Be back in a bit. Finally, warp effects. Become strange and grim, apparently. Don't think it was a any kind of revelation, but I mean, my sanity is pretty well. Warp is pretty much up there, so yeah. But that's the first. I think that's the first warp effect I've experienced. Give you an idea of how bad that is. There you go. I have a full suit of that, and then there's one of those, isn't there? You can go on there. Okay, well, we got a little bit more armor for the collection, but yeah, it's it's not ideal. We've got another 47 zombie brains, so at least if we get hungry, we've got something to snack on. Yeah, so right now, the only I'm going to go and just empty my inventory by getting rid of a load of crap into the into here, like that and that, and maybe those, and definitely that. Yeah, this. Yeah, useful for me. This is just a useful way of getting rid of stuff. So I'm just going to, I think, maybe do a little bit more warp-based research from the other tabs. But how you would do this without playing with the add-ons, it'd be a bit of a mare, because clearly, you know, it takes a lot more effort to gain warp when you haven't got much to gain warp from than it does if you have got a lot to gain warp from. You know what I'm trying to say here. Here we go. There you have that as well. You can have those. Yeah. So, but we're getting there. We've had a warp effect. I think that's the first one. You know, you pickle your brains. Eventually, it pays off. But right now, it's not paying off. Clearly. Come on. Get hungry again. There we go. Give me some more. Nom 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 nom. I need to go and grab some more brains. Brains. I feel like a zombie. So yeah, we'll take 20. Right. So while we're waiting for that, what we might as well do is have a look and see if there's any way we can escalate this faster. Probably in Thaumic bases would seem to be the obvious place to go, and we're going to go with this one, because that's almost going to be things. So Thaumic wand. I'll do the research and see how much warp I can get and be back in a while. Alright, well, we've got a dangerous path. I don't know whether it doesn't have any warp on it. Bugger! Why would that not have warp? That's got warp. So if we go this way, we can definitely get warp that way. Yeah, alright. Back again in a bit. Alright, we're going to have to go. I've done let's have a, oops, hang on, come on, out there. I've done everything down here. We've done that. I've done everything we can buy for experience, aka that and that. Now eventually we'll be able to buy those if we get that, and we can buy that one and that one if we get that one. So we are going to get both of these high-end research, which are going to probably be expensive as hell and painful as hell. So that's the gun, and that is the node manipulation. I am going to have to do these off because these are big enough that they're going to be convoluted, I think. And I'll be back again in a mo once I've done both of these. Just got it. Just literally. I don't know whether it shows up on that. Yeah, it just came up while I was working on that particular research. We now have opening the eye and void thaumaturge robes opened up. So we've got this. That was painful. I'm still working on this thing. But that opens up that, which we will have to do immediately once we've done these. So might as well get that one as well. Let me finish these off and I'll be back again. Can't believe that just cropped up at that moment. Anyway, back in a bit. Alright, well that's 3 more things, including opening the eye. We are truly losing our minds here, by the way. We probably need to do the things. We've got the Thaumaturge's arsenal, and we also got this one here, which was the node manipulation. So that should now open up. We've got the outer lands, and we've got sinister lodestone. But this means we can now make the eldritch eye with void seeds. This is pretty straightforward, and we need 4 of them. Okay, 500 units of each should be sufficient. Now I don't use, oh, that's just about good enough. Let's just have a quick peek over here at this. So we've got the gun. Thaumic weapons are good, blah blah blah. So we can get to make a Thaumic revolver. Wow, 5 damage. But then what can you do with the Thaumic revolver? You've got accuracy, Bane of Arthroturds, dueling, and this is all experience stuff. So heavy, efficiency, knowledge, power. So anyway, yeah, there's interesting stuff to be had. I've never done this revolver. I know Paul had it in the last thing. Now the node manipulation is, what does this thing do? So where did you come from? Hey. Oh. Oh dear. Oof. Oh. we appear to have a bit of an infestation of pigmen. Well, I could hear the pop, 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 pop of legs. They're everywhere. Oh my god. Right, I need to clean up some pigmen. Yeah, I think we need to look at getting some slightly better ones before we go for the... Get dead. Sneaking up on me, scaring me like that. That's just was not on. I think one of those had probably just gone through the... Oh. Now we've got warp effects. Now we get the warp effects, huh? Oh well. I've got to clean these guys up, and I've been going about 21 minutes before I started this particular segment, so probably about 25 minutes. So I think what I am going to do is have a short episode, especially seeing as I seem to have become a little bit myopic. The scary thing is, this is almost like what my vision is like in real life. Okay, right, you buggers. Most of these will probably die from the drain effect. Yeah, so we'll finish off. It's a shame they don't drop anything, isn't it? It's also a shame that we have to kill them all. I could be draining all of these guys of their souls. But come here, you come back. You buggers. Right, yeah. I need to tidy up. So next episode we are going to do some more preparation to get ready for the Outlands and get that primordial pearl. And but right now we've just got. They're just slightly less irritated. I was going to say those are about as irritating as villagers. They're slightly less irritated because they just make piggy noises and zombie pigman noises rather than sounds. Maybe, just maybe, what we should do is do something a little right. Anyway, maybe I just need to think about what we're going to do before I do anything else with that lot. Oh, I need to eat as well, but we don't need to eat brains anymore. Okay, anyway, well, thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been a long journey, this episode, or it feels like a very long journey, and but we made it. We are now, oh, for crying out loud. All right. This is now getting silly. I see you over there. I don't think I didn't see you pretending that you weren't there. Yeah, it's been seems like what has been a long journey. Probably just because it's a little bit painful. Not very painful, just a little bit. But we've got the research we needed, and yeah. We're off. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.